Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We join you here live from Hayes High School as your Indians get ready to take on the Cougars of Salina South. Your Indians coming this one 8-4 overall, 3-0 in Western Athletic Conference play. This a non-conference game as Salina South comes in 9-3 overall. Both teams on a losing streak. The tip goes in favor of Salina South as Josh Jordan saves it and Colin Schreiber will bring it up. He's met by TJ Nunnery at the letters. Starting lineup for your Indians looks like TJ Nunnery, Jason Cranowitter, Carson Kiefer, Dalen Schwartz, and Dylan Reuter. The pass to Devon Younghands on the wing. He gives it to Jordan in the corner, met by Kiefer. Schreiber gets it up top, looks to set up the offense. Younghands at the letters, gives it back to Schreiber as Johnson cuts down the lane. Back to Younghands, who finds Hannertz on the corner. His shot rattles in and out, comes down to the hands of TJ Nunnery. Nunnery, a 6'2 junior, a key player on this team, leads the team in points per game at 11.7, averages 2.9 rebounds a game. Just picked up his first of this one. Cranowitter comes down with it, shoots a floating shot, hangs in the air, and nails it. It's a 2-0 lead for the Indians, quick with 1 minute into the game. The Younghands has it at the wing, guarded by Nunnery. Over to Schreiber, into the court, and Jordan, who has a nice screen from Johnson. Dylan Reuter comes down with the rebound as it flanks off the rim. Long court pass to Carson Kiefer at the wing. Reuter at the top of the key, looks at Cranowitter. He is wide open from the arc. His three off the rim into the hands of Jordan. Josh Jordan playing big so far in the first 1 minute and 20 seconds. Younghands shoots a three, and it's a 3-2 ball game in favor of the Cougars. TJ Nunnery's pass to Carson Kiefer is almost intercepted by A.J. Johnson. Kiefer shots at the arc, kicks it to Dalen Schwartz, hits a 15-foot jumper to bring the Indians up 4-3. 2 minutes into this game as Josh Jordan, a 6'1 junior, brings it up. Jordan has appeared in all 12 of Salina's games this season. He averages 11.6 points, and it's a bucket quick from the Cougars. It's off the hand of Schreiber. 5-4. Indians and Cougars going back to back. Here, TJ Nunnery felt the pressure at half court. Jason Craner wide open from the arc, from the wing. His three in and out into the hands of Josh Jordan. Another rebound. His career high is 8. He takes it coast to coast over the hands of Dylan Reuter. Salina South now has a 7-4 lead, 2.5 minutes into this game. TJ Nunnery brings it up once again. He's been a key player all season. His shot is going to be blocked. Schwartz, however, comes down with it, and they're going to call Dalen for a travel. Dalen's been a smart player all season, is the captain of this team, has been a leader. Dalen averages 9.1 points a game. His average is 19. Jace Lindenberger and Jordan Dale, a pair of sophomores, check into the game for Schwartz and Cranowitter. Jordan Dale averages 1.5 points a game. He's a smart player, averages 1.4 assists per game, but a lot of his contributions don't show up in the stat sheet. Leads the team in morale and chemistry. Has Jordan on the wing, guarded by Kiefer. Indians going a zone here early. Schreiber tries to go in, stopped by the Indians. A.J. Johnson goes up for a shot. Dylan Reuter and Jace Lindenberger both get a hands on it. Comes down to Carson Kiefer, who breaks the timeline, and he gives it to Jordan Dale in the corner. Finds Dylan Reuter at the top. Over to T.J. Nunnery in the wing. Lindenberger in the post, tries to back down Johnson. The pass is picked off by Josh Jordan, who takes it again coast to coast. And it's a 9-4 lead here for the Cougars. Indians started off strong, have slowly fallen apart. They look to bounce back here. Kiefer's double team, he gets it stolen from him, but it's going to be knocked out of bounds by A.J. Johnson. So the Indians will stay with it. Hutchins upset with his team.
Both teams really looking to push it here early.
It's a much faster paced game than our previous one at the girls' game. Both teams kind of sluggish coming out of the gate. Both teams here running quick, putting a lot of pressure on the opponent. Indians were in Salina last Friday, their last game. They lost it 54-33. They're on a 2-game losing skid after losing the championship game at the Colby tournament. Jordan Dale does a hop step, gets a shot blocked by A.J. Johnson, and Josh Jordan will bring it up. Jordan Dale goes for the pick, gets spun around. Jordan misses the shot, and Lindenberger comes down with it. Kiefer, cross-court pass to Dylan Reuter, nice pass to Dale. Gives it to Nunnery at the top of the key. Over to Dale in the corner. His three is good. It's a 7-9 ball game. Indians trailing. Dale Another three-pointer. His career high is 7 points. Looking to top that tonight. In the corner, it's Hannert, and he gets a shot blocked by the Twin Towers for the Indians. TJ Nunnery hands it off to Kiefer on the wing. Kiefer looks to get the offense set up, finds Dale in the wing. Up to Dylan Reuter at the top, looks at Lindenberger in the post, can't get it to him. Goes now with him. Hannert struggling with Lindenberger spin moves, reads that one well, blocks it off. A.J. Johnson on a fast break, and number 0, Colin Schreiber, brings it home with 2 hands from the 6'3" junior. So a nice dunk for the Cougars, looking to gain some momentum. The pass to Dylan Reuter is going to be blocked in the air by A.J. Johnson. Indians need to play smart here. They're slowly falling behind. Hudson's yelling at his team, not happy with the Indians' performance through the first 5 minutes of this game. 17-11 lead for the Salina South Cougars. Devon Younghans at the top of the key, guarded by T.J. Nunnery. Gets the ball back on the pass. His moving 3, no good. Dylan Reuter comes back with the rebound. His career high is 13 rebounds. He averages 6 a game. Jordan Dale at the top of the key, guarded by Younghans. Sophomore versus junior. Dylan Reuter in the post, guarded by Hannert. Backs him down, and Younghans is going to get called for a reach here with 3 minutes to go in the first quarter as Dalen Schwartz and Jason Craner go back to check into this game.
The Indians really looking to get it inside.
It's the first foul of the game for either team, the first one on the 5'9" junior from Salina South. Schwartz and Cranerwitter check into the game for Nunnery and Reuter. Kiefer looks to inbound it here. He sees Jason Cranerwitt in the corner off the screen from Shores. He's quickly picked up by Schreiber. Finds Dale at the top of the key. Back to Jason Cranerwitter on the wing. Lindenberger cuts low. He's met by South defender. Schwartz at the top of the key, leaping up for that pass. Over to Dale. Does a nice step back. Can't get anything with it. Gives it to Kiefer, who lobs it into Lindenberger. Steps back, kicks it out to Kiefer again. Does a pump fake, drives around his defender. Ball goes to the floor, and so does Dalen Schwartz. He calls a timeout, and Hayes High will get their first one of the game. They trail by 4 with 2:25 left in the first quarter. We'll join you back for the remainder of the game here on Hayes High's Tribe Broadcasting. Back here in the first quarter with 2:25 remaining. Carson Kiefer will inbound the ball under his basket. Cranerwitter sets a screen for Lindenberger. He can't get open, so Jason moves out and gets it himself. He sets up the offense, guarded by A.J. Johnson, a 6'3" junior. Cranerwitter had a big Colby tournament. That's where he's from originally. Moved here along with his dad when his dad took over the AD job at Hayes High. Dalen Schwartz in the post, does a couple spin moves, gets the ball over Kobe Ratcliffe. His first bucket of the game. It's a 9-11 ball game.
Good move by Dalen there, pump faking him towards the middle, spinning back right.
Jace Varela brings it up, tries to lob it up for A.J. Johnson. The bucket does go on the layup. It's a 13-9 ball game with 2 minutes left here in the first quarter. Kiefer brings it up, tries to go coast to coast, lays it off the glass, no good. Schwartz comes back down with it, lays it off the glass. His 6th point of the game, 11-13. Indian Cougars trading blows early. It's a very physical and high-paced game so far. Schreiber has the ball at the top of the key. He's guarded by Kiefer. Over into the wing to Jordan. Back to Schreiber, tries to get the offense set up. They're stalling here with 1:20 remaining in the quarter. Varela brings it to the top of the key, around the letters, at half court, picked up by Kiefer. Jason Craner tries to stop the pass to Jordan. Jordan's 3 is good, puts the Cougars up by 5. Jordan has been killing the Indians so far. He scored 7 of the Cougars' 16 points, and Kiefer is met at half court, and we're gonna have a jump ball as he lost control. 58 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Dylan Reuter subs in for Jason Cranerwitter, and TJ Nunnery is gonna check in for Carson Kiefer. A.J. Johnson comes out, and so does Jace Varela. Ball goes to TJ Nunnery. This is his 13th game of the season, appearing in all 13 as one of the leaders of this team. Started every game, and now the ball goes to Dale. He's been a key bench player. He's in the wing. Dylan Reuter with the hook shot. Almost goes in, can. He's pushed out of bounds by Hannert as the Cougars move the ball forward. Kobe Ratcliffe brings it up, lays it off the glass into the net. It's an 18-11 ball game. Ratcliffe comes in this one as a 6'2 senior, averaging 3.6 a game. Dale's three in the corner is going to be good, and they're going to get a foul on the Cougars. So that'll bring the Indians. We're going to get a pass on, or a foul on Josh Jordan, and that is the first one of the game for him. Second on Salina South. The Indians get the three-pointer off Jordan Dale. His 6th point of the game, already one away from his career high. And we're only into this first quarter. We're going to get an offensive foul on Dylan Reuter, a turnover for the Indians here. So the Indians cannot capitalize on the nice given possession from the Cougars as Devon Younghands is going to bring it up. Younghands has been playing for the Cougars since his freshman year, has been getting minutes since that. His season high is 33 points, has gotten a lot of attention in the Salina community as he averages 13.6 a game, appearing in every single game for Salina South. Schreiber has it at the top, lobs it to Younghands, who chases it down, and he's going to lob up a shot at the end of the quarter. It's no good, and we're going to head into the second one. Indians down by 4. You're tuned in to Tribe Broadcasting. Back here in the second quarter, Indians down by 4 against the Cougars. Indians looking to improve to 9-4 overall. Cougars with possession to start it off. Younghands brings it up the court, finds Hanner on the wing, guarded by Jason Cranowitter. Looks inside, finds Schreiber at the elbow, takes a couple dribbles from the free throw line, shoots it. Ball comes down after a couple of bounces to Jason Cranowitter. Cranowitter brings it up, guarded by Josh Jordan, finds Dale in the corner, looks in at Reuter, can't get it to him. Shores gets the pass as Johnson tried to pick it off. Dalen's first miss of the night. It's rebounded by TJ Nunnery, who gets it, misses it, gets it again, and puts this one up. It's 16-18 now. Indians within 2 for Nunnery. That is yet another point on his successful scoring season. It's his first 2 of the night. First time Dalen Schwartz has missed tonight. He's 3 for 3 with 6 points. Josh Jordan in the corner. Jason Cranowitter can't get there in time to block it, but he does a nice contest to get it. Josh Jordan comes down with his own rebound, misses the elbow shot from the side of the backboard. Dalen Schwartz in the post, guarded by Hanner, backs him down, does a spin shot. It's no good. Dylan Reuter fights for the rebound, and Hanner, the 6'4 senior, comes down with it. Younghands moves the ball up court, met by 3 Indians. The ball comes down to Dalen Schwartz, who gives it to Cranowitter, protects it, slows the pace down as the Indians move forward. Been a high-paced game. Dylan Reuter has it beyond the key, over to the wing to TJ Nunnery. Gets it to the post to Dalen Schwartz. That looks at A.J. Johnson, does a spin move, puts it up with contact, no foul called as Schreiber moves the ball across the timeline. Josh Jordan goes up for the bucket, lays it in again off the left hand. It's a 20-16 lead, and that is 9 points through 9 minutes of play for Josh Jordan. TJ Nunnery finds Jordan Dale in the corner, over to Reuter, a 6'10 senior at the top of the wing to Jason Cranowitter. Schwartz looks in at Reuter, backs down A.J. Johnson, and he is pushed by Cade Hannert. No foul called. Schreiber moves in, lays it off the glass, can't go in. Dalen Schwartz comes down with it.
The refs are really letting him play both ways, but a lot of contact on both those layups there.
At least they're doing a good job of keeping it even, not calling one foul for one team, one foul for another, keeping it close here in the physical game. They're going to get a foul in the post as it looks like Hannert shoved Reuter. Kiefer and Lindenberger check in for the Indians. We'll see who they sub in for. Ref tells him to go sit back down as he's telling the officials who the foul is on. It is going to be on Hannert. That's the third one on Salina South. Hannert's first. Lindenberger and Kiefer check in for Dale and Reuter. TJ Nundery under his own basket looking to inbound this one. Looks like Cranowitter, looks like Kiefer finds Cranowitter in the corner who gives it to Lindenberger in the post. Kiefer at the top of the key, drives in with his right hand, no look pass to Lindenberger who lays it up and off in the glass. 18-20 lead now for Salina South as the Indians bring it within 2. Young Hands at the top of the key, guarded by TJ Nunnery. Young Hands, an offensive maestro as he averages 4.4 assists a game and almost 14 points. Pass is ticked off by TJ Nunnery who looks to bring it up. He's hit by Kobe Radcliffe and hard, he falls to the ground. He'll go to the line for 2 shots. So TJ Nunnery has the chance to tie the game here. They look at Kobe Radcliffe, talk to him, it was a hard foul. TJ Nunnery looked for a flagrant, he'll go to the line regardless. And they are gonna get a flagrant call.
Yeah, there was a lot of contact there. Dangerous play while he was up in the air.
It was a rough call as TJ was in the air. He came hard down on his left shoulder. So TJ Nunnery at the line by himself. Puts it up with his right hand, and it's nothing but net. 19-20 now. Radcliffe, a 6'2 senior. This is his 13th straight appearance for the Cougars. Averages 3.6 a game and 9/10 of a rebound. Nunnery's second shot is off the rim. So it's a 1-point lead for the Cougars with 5:14 remaining in the first half. Hutchins calls a play for his team. Nunnery's gonna inbound it. Looking like the Cougars will go man-to-man from here on out. Nunnery looks around, Kiefer fights through a hard screen. Schwartz gets it in the lane, spins around, and he's gonna be fouled by Hannert. His second one in the last 2 minutes, and he's upset with the call. That's the fourth foul on Salina South versus Hayes Heights 1, and Schwartz goes to the line looking to pick up 2 buckets for the Indians as they trail by 1.
The Indians really attacking the paint, trying to use their size to their advantage.
Indians have a lot of height. Dylan Reuter is 6'10", Dalen 6'6", and Lindenberger is 6'5". As the first one goes in for Schwartz, it's a tie game, 20-20. The tallest guy for Salina South is only 6'4", and that's Cade Hannert. So the Indians, like Josh Sain said, looking to use their height to their advantage in the paint. Schwartz's second shot to break the tie, rattles in and out. Lindenberger tips it out of bounds, but then get him for an over and back. His first foul on the over the back call. 2 fouls for the Indians, 5 for the Cougars. We're tied up at 20 with 5 to go in the first half. Young Hands bring it up. He's met by TJ Nunnery beyond the key. Finds Josh Jordan, who's been a knife to the Indians. The ball is tipped out of bounds by Lindenberger, denying the post. It'll stay with the Cougars beyond their basket. Young Hands throws it into Radcliffe, drives around Nunnery, kicks it to Schreiber. Schreiber will get the offense set up. Nunnery picks up A.J. Johnson, who gets it to Young Hands. Young Hands kicks it to Radcliffe, to Josh Jordan at the top of the key. Over to Schreiber. Indians playing intense defense here. Dalen picks him up in the corner. Schreiber tries to do a spin move over Jason Cranowitter, and they're going to pick up a reach on the 5'8 junior. Teams trading fouls here in the first half, as recently Indians now have their third. It's Cranowitter's first. Cranowitter's appeared in every single game this year, averaging 6.2 points. The shot from the Cougars is no good. Schwartz comes down with it. Cranowitter finds Kiefer on the side of the court. He drives to the lane, hit by Ratcliffe. No foul called as the shot misses. 20-20 still here as Young Hands looks to increase the tempo. Finds Schreiber in the corner, picked up by Dalen Schwartz, playing close defense. And Nunnery picks up Young Hands. The crowd starting to field here. Student section coming alive as both teams are playing intense defense. Ratcliffe on the wing, guarded by Jason Cranowitter, spins, can't do anything with it. Finds Josh Jordan. Young Hands cuts, Jordan keeps it. Jordan looking to set up the offense. Picked up by TJ Nunnery at half court. Kiefer bumps into Young Hands on the drive, and they're going to get him with a blocking foul. That'll be foul number 4 on the Indians. That's Kiefer's first personal. He's a sophomore, 6'1", has appeared in every game this season. Has a great assist-to-turnover ratio, has been a key to this Indians, contributing in all stat categories, whether that be points, where he has 6.8 per game, 4.3 rebounds a game, or assists, where he has 4.7 a game. Ratcliffe inbounds it to Young Hands, who finds Schreiber at the top of the key. Lindenberger not going out for him, as he knows that three-point shot isn't his strong set. A.J. Johnson lobs a three that misses the rim. Nunnery brings it up, finds Schwartz, who does a move over Schreiber, but his shot's blocked by A.J. Johnson. Do a nice job of picking it back up on the other side of the court. Schreiber's layup over Cranowitter is good. With the intense pace, it's a 22-20 lead for the Salina South Cougars over your Hayes High Indians. 3:30 remaining in the first half. Cranowitter has it at the top of the key, gets it to Nunnery on the wing, picked up by Schreiber. Lindenberger in the post. A.J. Johnson guarding him. Dalen does a little fader. It's off the rim. Jace Lindenberger picks it back up, and his shot is no good. Indians have a lot of offensive rebounds, just have been struggling to capitalize on the second chance points. Young Hands shoots a three on the move. It's high off the glass, and Nunnery brings it back down, and he's picked up by Young Hands in the backcourt. Looks at Jason Cranowitter, gets it to him in the wing. Over to Dalen Schwartz at the top of the key to Kiefer. Kiefer to Lindenberger, spins on his defender. Schreiber lays up a floater, no good. Dalen Schwartz comes back down with it, shoots his shot from about 3 feet off, and it's no good. It's a 2-point lead. Schreiber tries to go up. Nunnery does a nice job of coming back on defense, gets the miss as Kiefer brings it back up. Indians looking to bring that pressure to their side of the offense. Nunnery at the top of the key looking to set up the offense as Hutchin calls this play from the sideline. Gives it to Cranowitter, gives it to Lindenberger, backs down Ratcliffe, does a spin move, does a nice job of getting by his defender, puts it off the glass, and we have a tie game with 2 remaining in the half. 22-22 from Hayes High. Young Hands brings it up from the backcourt, looks at Josh Jordan, picked up by Carson Kiefer on the wing. They get to A.J. Johnson in the post, guarded closely by Jace Lindenberger. His shot is no good, but they're going to get a foul on the 6'5" sophomore. Lindenberger's been an offensive machine this year for the Indians. His career high is 21 points. That happened last week in Colby. He averages 7.4 points per game and 4.3 rebounds, being one of the 3 main big guys for the Indians, consisting of Reuter, Schwartz, and Lindenberger. A.J. Johnson's first shot is no good. A.J. Johnson been one of the leaders for the South team for a while. A.J. Johnson appeared in 10 games. He's a 6'3" junior, career high of 22 points, averages 12 a game. Reuter checks in and now is joined by Dale, Kiefer, Nunnery, and Cranowitter as A.J. Johnson gets ready for his second free throw. And the second one is nothing but net, puts the Cougars up by 1, 23-22 with 2 minutes remaining in the half. Nunnery brings it up, picked up by Schreiber. Does a crossover, finds Cranowitter at the wing, thinks about a deep three, decides to pass it to Dale in the corner, back to Nunnery, back to Kiefer on the other side of the wing, picked up by Youngins. And Cranowitter with the back door, he gets the pass but can't shoot, finds Kiefer in the corner, spins against Brant Cox, finding his first action of the game. Back to Nunnery, over to Dale on the other wing. Indians doing a good job of ball movement on this possession. Find Nunnery on the wing. His three is no good. Dale tips it, but it comes down to Josh Jordan having a monster first half. Jordan Dale gets a steal against the Cougars, and Nunnery brings it up. A.J. Johnson is going to try to get a charge. No such luck as the contact is minimum. T.J. Nunnery puts it up, and the Indians have a 1-point lead. Cougars sloppy possession right there, almost threw it away again. Jordan has it on the wing, gets it to Schreiber, gets it to Younghands. His three is good. 26-24 lead as the Indians and Cougars keep trading blows. We're down to the last 60 seconds of the first half. TJ Nunnery brings it up. Schreiber meets him at half court. Junior versus junior. Brandon Ritter on the ring, picked up by Devon Younghands. And he hits Jordan Dale, pump fakes against Schreiber. Holds it, gets it to Nunnery, gets it to Dylan Reuter, who finds Cranenwitter backdoor in the corner. Shot is no good from the arc. And it's going to be 36 seconds left. We'll see if the Cougars try and stall and try to get that last shot heading into halftime. And it looks like they will do that. Schreiber picks up the ball, holds it at his hip, and looks at his coach, Jason Hooper. And the Indians are getting their defense ready for this last possession. Down to the last 20 seconds as Schreiber stands with the ball in his hit. Student section not having fun with that, yelling at him. He cracks a smile, and he gets ready with the last 10 seconds. And Nunnery moves out to go and take him on. 6 seconds remaining in the half. Dylan Reuter meets Schreiber. Younghands trying to get a cut. He can't lose it. Schreiber loses it out of bounds, and the fans are loving that after the 30-second stall. So now 1.5 seconds left for the Indians to go all the way across the court and get a three. Dylan Reuter throws it quarterback style, and it's going to be picked off by number 15, Grant Cox. And the shot is going to be too late from Jordan Dale. It'll send us to halftime. Your Indians trailing the Cougars 26-24 as we head to the second half here from Hayes High. You're tuned into Tri Broadcasting. We're back here in the second half of this game between the Cougars and the Indians. Indians down 26-24 in what's been an exciting and intense game so far. Dalen Schwartz inbounds it to TJ Nunnery to start the second half. Schwartz at the top of the key, over to Kiefer on the wing, guarded by Hannert. Kiefer picks up his dribble, finds Reuter at the top of the key, who gives it to Nunnery to reset the offense as Hutchins makes his play call from the sideline. Dylan finds Carson Kiefer on the wing to Schwartz on the top of the key, over to Nunnery. It looks like Dylan Reuter, Dalen Schwartz, Carson Kiefer, Jason Cranwitter, and TJ Nunnery starting the half for your Indians. Indians rotating between about 7 guys, the 5 on the court, and then additionally, Jace Lindenberger and Jordan Dale off the bench. Dylan Reuter's hook shot, no good. Jug hands cherry picks, and his shot is no good, but he's going to catch a foul from either Cranwitter or Reuter. So Devon Younghands will go to the line for 2 shots. It's on Dylan Reuter, his second personal, and it's the first foul for either team of the half. Younghands tonight has hit a pair of threes for 6 points. And his first free throw is no good. Still will be a 1-possession game for the Indians. The second one rolls around and falls in. It's 27-24 in favor of Salina South. TJ Nunnery will try to cross the timeline. He gets double teamed by Johnson and Jordan. And Kiefer brings it up and finds Schwartz with nobody by him. His 15-foot shot bounces off into the hands of Josh Jordan. He's having a stellar game. A.J. Johnson thinks about the 3, drives in over Kiefer, shoots the shot, and the mid-range is good, 29-24. Starting off this half the way they started the first half on a 5-0 run. Jason Cranwitter gets Johnson up with a pump fake. He shoots a floater off the backboard, 27-29. Younghanton brings it up, guarded by Nunnery, finds Jordan in the corner, guarded by Schwartz, back to Younghands. And Coach Jason Hooper calls a play. Younghands brings it to the top of the key to set it up. Posts come into the elbow, over to Jordan, over to Schreiber at the top of the key. Younghands by Jason Cranwitter as Hannert tries to cut, finds Jordan at the top of the key. A.J. Johnson guarded by TJ Nunnery. Over to Younghands, who calls a new play as the Indians playing good defense this half. Hannert on the wing, guarded by the 6'2 junior Nunnery. Schreiber drives in against Shores, another junior, does a spin, and his fader rattles around and falls. It's a 31-26 lead for the Cougars. Kiefer gets a pass and goes quickly across the half-court line. Lobs it, a no-look for Reuter. That's tipped by A.J. Johnson. Jordan breaks away. His layup is good. Another cherry pick, something that got the Cougars a win against the Indians 2 years ago when they came here to Hayes High. Cherry pick, and the Indians fell behind and couldn't get back with it. Jason Cranwitter has it on the wing, fakes a pass, gets it to Dalen Schwartz, who lobs it into Reuter, has to get it under the basket, lobs it back to Schwartz, and he's bumped by A.J. Johnson. They're going to catch the 6'3 junior who averages 12 points a game with the foul. It's his first foul and the team's first foul. Lindenberger and Jordan Dale check in for Reuter and Kiefer. Nunnery calls his play. He's behind his basket under the baseline, gets the ball from the ref. Nunnery will inbound it to Cranwitter in the quarter, picked up by Younghands. And Cranwitter sets up the offense from the wing, finds Lindenberger in the post, guarded by Schreiber, hits Nunnery on a cut, picked up by Jordan, does a spin move, has to step out and get it to Schwartz at the top of the key. Nunnery cuts again to the corner. They find him. He's picked by Josh Jordan, who gives it to A.J. Johnson, who's picked by Dalen Schwartz. Loose balls here as the Indians are down by 7 with 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. And we're going to get a call here from the referee. Ball goes out of bounds. It's going to be off Dalen Schwartz. And we're going to get a timeout from Coach Jason Hooper, the first here. 3 minutes into the third quarter. We'll head into this break and join you after the timeout as the Indians trail 26-33. You're tuning in on Tri Broadcasting. And we're back here with 5 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Salina South in possession. Josh Jordan on the corner finds A.J. Johnson over to Young Hands on the other wing. Young Hands drives in, kicks it out to Hanner. His three misses everything, and Lindenberger comes down with the rebound. They're going to get it A.J. Johnson with his second foul in the past minute. That's team foul number 2, and the same number 2 on Johnson. Johnson been a great player for the Cougars so far. Season high 9 rebounds, averages 4.5 a game. Couldn't come down with that one as Lindenberger brought home another one. Nunnery brings it up the court, finds Lindenberger over to Kriana Witter in the wing, gets it to Nunnery on a nice play. The shot off the glass, hits, rolls around, and falls in. The Indians are within 5 with 4:25 remaining in the third quarter. Schreiber drives in, gets his shot blocked. He throws it off Dalen Shorts, who hits him. His left foot was on the baseline. They're going to get it out of bounds, and the ball is going to stay with the Cougars. A physical, high-tempo game here for the first 2.5 quarters of action. Young Hands will inbound the ball, finds A.J. Johnson at the elbow, picked up by Schwartz in the post to Schreiber, picked up by 3 Indians. So that passing it out, he does a spin move, hits a fader, and it's a 35-28 lead for the Salina South Cougars with 4 minutes remaining. Jason Kranwitter on the wing finds Jace Lindenberger, who backs down. Schreiber hands it off to Schwartz, gets it to Kranwitter on the other wing, picked up by Young Hands. Dalen looks to set a screen, pulls back, as Jason Kranwitter gives it to TJ Nunnery, junior to junior. As Nunnery's picked up by Young Hands, no look pass to Jace Lindenberger, does a spin move. Jordan Dale from the wing, his three, it hits the side of the rim and falls into the hands of A.J. Johnson. A pass tipped off and intercepted by TJ Nunnery. He lost control of it as Hanner picks up, wildly drives down the baseline, hits Young Hands, who shoots a three. It's off the rim, and A.J. Johnson reaches over Dalen Schwartz to pick it up. We're going to get a foul on one of the Indians here. It's on Dalen Schwartz, the second team foul of the half, and it's Dalen Schwartz's first. Reuter and Kiefer check in for Kranwitter and Schwartz.
The Indians doing a good job in the half-court defense. They just need to get back in transition and cut down on some layups.
The Young Hands looks in. A.J. Johnson gets the ball, kicks it out to Cade Hannert. Josh Jordan with the ball, gives it to Youngins, who finds A.J. Johnson as a three, pump fakes Kiefer, kicks it over to Josh Jordan, who's guarded by Jordan Dale. Tight defense, cross-court pass to Young Hands, gets it to Schreiber, finds Hannert cutting, gets it to A.J. Johnson, the three, off the rim. TJ Nunnery comes down with it, and the Indians will go the other way. 7-point lead for the Cougars with 3 remaining in the third quarter. Kiefer no-look pass to Jace Lindenberger, something the Indians have been trying to do all night. Lindenberger's turnaround jumper, no good. Indians trying to use their height advantage, and they just haven't been able to capitalize in the post off of it. And Salina South goes the other way on a fast break and scores. It's a 9-point lead quick. Indians were only down by 2 at the start of this half, stayed even for a little bit, and have slowly fallen behind this past few minutes. Jordan Dale looks at TJ Nunnery. The pass is intercepted by Josh Jordan, who once again has been a nightmare for the Indians. Youngins in the corner, picked up by Dale, drives in over Dylan Reuter. Shot is no good. Jace Lindenberger comes down with the rebound, hands it to TJ Nunnery. Nunnery on the wing, drives against Schreiber, does a pump fake, spins, gets a shot blocked. Reuter comes down with it, knocks it away, and Jace Lindenberger can't pick it up, and Young Hands cherry picking again. He lays it up with his right hand. It's an 11-point lead for the Cougars with 2 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Indians down by 11. You're tuned in to Try Broadcasting. Make sure to subscribe. We'll join you back here after the timeout. 2 minutes remaining in the third quarter after the timeout, and Indians will have the ball. They're down by 11, have slipped behind in this third quarter after hanging in the first half. Headed into halftime down by 2. And the Cougars have outscored the Indians by 9 points this quarter. Nunnery brings it up court, finds Reuter at the top of the key, over to Kiefer, and Hanner denies the pass out of bounds. It'll stay with Hayes High. Carson Kiefer will inbound the ball to his teammates. On the court, it's Kiefer, Nunnery, Lindenberger, Reuter, and Dale. Kiefer on the wing, gets picked up by Hanner. He drives in with his right hand, lobs one up with his left hand. Reuter comes down with it, goes down hard on the court. He's got contacted by Hanner. Hanner and Reuter, both big rebounders. Hanner averages 5.5 rebounds a game. Reuter averages 5.9. Checking in will be Dalen Schwartz. He comes into Reuter after he'll get checked out after that hard fall. Checking in for his second time is Jace Varela for the Cougars. He's a 5'8 senior. He's picked up by the 6'2 junior, TJ Nunnery, who he gets the ball to Josh Jordan on the wing, guarded by Kiefer. Lobbed it into AJ Johnson. They're going to get TJ Nunnery for a push. That'll be team foul number 3 on the Indians. And for Nunnery, that is his first personal. 3 fouls for the Indians this half, 2 for the Cougars. A ball given to Kobe Ratliff is up and good, and he'll get an and-one opportunity as as he hit arms with Jace Lindenberger. 41-28. That's Lindenberger's third foul. We'll see how that changes his minutes here with 1:30 remaining in the third quarter. The shot from Ratcliffe is good. 42-29. Nunnery goes behind his back, trying to break the press, gets it to Schwartz, who finds Kiefer on the other side of the court. Kiefer double team, ball up to TJ Nunnery, who uses his hops to his advantage, spins, and throws one to Kiefer. Hits Schwartz at the top of the key. Schwartz was open, but he had to pause to get that one. This was a wild pass. Otherwise, he could have had an open 3. Kiefer drives in with his left hand on Hanner, finds Dale in the corner. His 3 is good, and Dale has now passed his career high. Dale coming this one, his career high was 7 points. He now has 9, all on 3 3-pointers. Assist will go to Kiefer. Ratcliffe at the corner, on the wing, finds AJ Johnson, who gets Lindenberger and Kiefer to jump. No fouls. Lindenberger went straight up. He gets the rebound. Kiefer dribbles around Hannert, drives in, gets it rejected by Ratcliffe on the pass, and it's a 2-on-1 for the Cougars. And before the shot from Jordan can go up, they're going to catch Dalen Schwartz with a foul.
Smart foul there by Dalen Schwartz, preventing a bucket there on the fast break.
That's 2 fouls now for Schwartz, and the Indians' 5th of the half. And not even in the fourth quarter yet. Indians need to be careful with the fouls so they don't have to send Salina South to the line every time there's a foul. Hanner will inbound it. TJ Nunnery meets him on the sideline. Josh Jordan gets it at the top of the key, dribbles out, and sets up the offense. Finds Varela at the top of the key, gets it back to Jordan, and there's 22 seconds left, and this is where the Cougars like to stall. They've stalled previously in situations like this, and the student section heckles them, not enjoying that stall. Jordan Dale guarding Josh Jordan. Josh Jordan, a 6'1 junior, Dale, a 5'10 sophomore. He dribbles past Dale, past Kiefer, drives in. The shot is blocked by Dalen Schwartz. Dale gets the rebound, but he comes down after getting his legs taken out by Varela, and they're going to get him for a travel as there's 1.2 seconds left in the third quarter. The ball will stay with Salina South, and they'll inbound it under their own basket. Nice defensive recovery from Dalen Schwartz, picking up another block on his great defensive season. The ball is lobbed up to AJ Johnson, who tries to throw it up himself, and he's going to get a foul called on Dalen Schwartz, his 3rd personal and 6th team foul for the Indians. It's 31-42 with 0.4 seconds left in the third quarter. Johnson to the line for 2 shots. His first of 2 shots is nothing but net. For Johnson, that is 6 points, about half of his season average of 11.9 per game. He's at the free throw line. His second shot is good, 44-31, and the Indians won't be able to get off a shot. And so we'll go to the fourth quarter. Indians trailing 31-44 here on Tribe Broadcasting. We join you back here in the fourth quarter. 8 minutes to play in this ball game. Salina South will start with the possession as the student section at Hayes High gets to their feet. The ball is inbounded to Hannah, and we're underway. Indians down by 13 here in the fourth quarter. We're only down by 2 heading into halftime, but fell behind in that third quarter. Younghans hits a quick 3 from the corner. Another point for the stud from Salina South. It's 47-31 in favor of the Cougars. Jason Cranwitter picks it up, and he brings it across the court, guarded by Josh Jordan. Cranwitter sets up the offense, finds Kiefer on the wing. Dylan Reuter cuts to the block, gets it in the post, turns, shoots it over A.J. Johnson. No good, tips it up. Dalen Schwartz and Kobe Ratcliffe battle for it, and they're going to say it's a jump ball as both fall to the floor. And the possession will remain with Hayes High. Good hustle play from the 6'6" junior. Kiefer goes under the basket to inbound it, gets the call from Hutchins. 47-31 with 7:26 remaining in this one. Girls lost the game earlier today. Boys looking to not do the same. Indians are 8-4, looking to make it 9-4, but they got to make up 16 points within the next 7 minutes to stay that hope alive. So a quick foul on Salina South, the third of this half, and that's on number 0. Colin Schreiber, a 6'3" junior, his first of the game. Ball is lobbed to Dalen Schwartz off the inbound. He looks around, gives it to Dylan Reuter at the top of the key, who hits Kiefer on the wing, picked up by Josh Jordan, and they're going to get a reach on Jordan. So 2 quick fouls on the Cougars. And they're actually going to call that on Colin Schreiber playing off the ball. His second foul, both within the last 20 seconds of action. Kiefer looks to inbound again, finds Dale in the corner, spins around Hannert, looks across court, gets it to Kiefer on the wing, does a pump fake, gets it to Reuter in the corner, looks, gets it to Schwartz at the elbow, does a pump fake, and then double dribbles. Just lost control of the ball and then tried to drive in again. And it's another turnover for the Indians. They're down by 16 with 7 minutes and 3 seconds to go as the Cougars will take over possession.
Nothing really working for the Indians on offense right now.
Schreiber inbounds it to Hannert, a 6'4" senior averaging 7.1 points per game. The most he's had in his 13 games this season is 24, and tonight Hannert has 0. Dylan Reuter gets the ball from Schwartz, gets it to Dale in the corner. His 3 is good. Dale has 12. He's shot 4 threes and made them all. His career high heading into this one was 7. He now has 12 points. Ball is lobbed to A.J. Johnson, the other corner, as the Indians are within 13. He drives in like a madman, knocks over Dalen Schwartz. However, no call. And Schwartz is going to pick up another charge. Another one of this game, this one coming from Cade Hanner, a 6'4" senior, picking up his 3rd foul this quarter. However, that is 5th team foul for the Cougars. Excuse me, they're going to pick up Hannert.
Some momentum starting to pick up there for the Indians with a three from Jordan Dale and a charge taken by Dalen Schwartz.
And the crowd is feeling that momentum as they get to their feet, start getting rowdy. Dalen Schwartz at the block. He's going to get fouled, and he's going to head to the line for 2 shots. Indians down by 13 with 6:19 remaining. 4 fouls this quarter on the Cougars, and that one is on Josh Jordan, his second personal foul, and it's both teams with 6 fouls this half. Both teams get into that bonus. Dalen Schwartz hits his first one, Indians within 12. For Schwartz, that is point number 7. Hits this one, and Indians are within 11. They were only down by 2 heading into halftime, lost a lot of momentum in that third quarter, and now trying to pick it back up here in the fourth as Jordan Dale meets Devon Juggins at the half court. Juggins doesn't step back to gain space, avoid that 5-second count. Josh Jordan gets it at the key, gets it to Hanner, back to Youngins in the corner. Cross-court pass to Josh Jordan in the other corner. Dale quickly moves to go pick him up as the Indians use that 3-2 zone. Pass is picked off by Carson Kiefer. He battles Younghands all the way to the basket, and Younghands is going to get called for a blocking foul as he tried to make it look like he got a charge, but the refs didn't buy it. 5:49 left in the game. Indians looking to pull within single digits here as Kiefer goes to the line for 2 shots. Kiefer has 0 points on this game. He does average 6.8 points a game. However, there's a timeout here for the Indians, and we're going to join you back here after this timeout with 5:49 remaining in the fourth quarter. You're tuning in to Try Broadcasting. Make sure to subscribe. Carson Kiefer to the line for 2 shots with 5:49 remaining in this game. Indians down 36-47. Kiefer, his first shot is good. 37-47, Indians within 10. That's Kiefer's first point of the ball game. The 6'1 sophomore averages 6.8 per game. His career high is 14 points. Kiefer been an integral part of this team, and his second free throw is off the rim and into the hands of Hanner, who finds Younghands, who's going to bring it across the court with his left hand. He slows the pace down. Cranwitter moves to go pick him up. Indians down 10 with 5:37 remaining. Kiefer pokes the ball away from Schreiber. Hustle play, looks up court, and they're going to get Schreiber for a foul, and the Indians feel the momentum. Schreiber picks up his 3rd foul of this quarter, and that's 18 fouls for Salina South. Indians going to see that line a lot for the remaining 5 minutes and 33 seconds.
The defensive intensity is starting to really pick up for the Indians.
Indians feeling it, the crowd feeling it, the student section on their feet. Things starting to come together in this quarter as Kobe Ratliff checks in for the Salina South Cougars. Kiefer to the line, sporting that number 4 jersey. His first shot is in. 38-47, Indians within 9 for the first time since the third quarter. Kiefer averages 4.3 rebounds a game and 4.7 assists, a stat sheet suffer, and he's 3 for 4 from the free throw line now as that one goes in, 39-47.
The Indians on an 8-0 run right now is trying to get back in this game.
Josh Jordan brings it across the timeline. Cranwitter picks him up. Indians feeling that intensity. Kiefer moves up to pick up Younghands on the wing. Hannert at the top of the key, drives past Dale, kicks it to Josh Jordan, picked up by Kiefer. Jordan drives, kicks it to Ratcliffe. Dale there to meet him right away. Younghands has it at the top of the key, over to Josh Jordan trying to set up the offense. Spins, Dale not buying it, stays with him, and Jordan has to get rid of that 5-second count, so he gets it to Younghands, who drives past Kiefer, over to Hannert, pump fake. Jason Cranwitter moves out of the way, moving it to Ratcliffe. And Hannert gets double teamed by Cranwitter and Dale over to Josh Jordan at the top of the key. Indians playing tough defense, but just a long possession for the Cougars. And the shot is no good from Jordan. The ball comes down to Dalen Schwartz, and Jason Cranwitter brings it up the court, finds Kiefer at the top of the key, who pulls up for three, has to pass it, and it's intercepted by Hannert. But he gets a steal here as Jordan Dale picks up the loose ball, and the ball is lobbed into Dalen Schwartz, and A.J. Johnson gets the steal. Indians having key moments to capitalize on, but they just can't do it, and that's costing them as Salina South picks up a bucket. It's now 49-39 with 4:15 remaining in the game. Kiefer in the corner, gets it to Dylan Reuter at the block, finds Cranwitter on the opposite side of the court. Cranwitter picks up a three, and it's nothing but net. Indians within just 7 points, 42-49, crowd feeling it. There's 4:05 remaining in this game. We'll catch you right back out after this timeout from Hayes High. You're tuned in to Tri Broadcasting. We join you back here. 4 minutes and 5 seconds remain in the game. The Cougars lead the Hayes High Indians 49-42. Carson Kiefer on that last possession passed his career high in steals, picking up number 3 tonight. Young hands will bring it up the court, met by Jason Cranwitter. Cranwitter crossing that timeline for the first time as the Indians trying to pick up the pressure in these last 4 minutes of play. A.J. Johnson at the top of the key, picked up by Kiefer. Over to Jordan on the block, has to dribble out as Cranwitter and Dale meet him there. The ball goes in, and they're going to get not a blocking foul. Dylan Reuter picks up a block here, and another one to his season total. Dylan Reuter's been a block machine. He averages 1.2 per game. Season high is 3. 3:42 remaining. Indians within 7 points, coming back alive in this fourth quarter. Ratcliffe at the top of the key out the inbound pass, and Kiefer trying to pick up another steal. Gets called for a reach, and Ratcliffe will go to the line for a 1-1. That is foul number 2 on the 6'1 sophomore Kiefer, number 7 for the Hayes High Indians. Ratcliffe in the game has 5 points, looking to add to his total here. 3:41 remaining here in this one. Indians are 8-4 overall, looking to make it win number 9, snap a 2-game losing streak. And Ratcliffe's first shot at the 1-1 is good, 50-42. That's point number 6 for him. Ratcliffe averages 3.6 per game. He's already doubled that total here if he makes this one. And he does. 51-42 here with 3:41 remaining as Dalen Schwartz checks in for Dylan Reuter. Intensity picks up, and the Cougars picking up the pressure. Josh Jordan meets TJ Nunnery in the backcourt as Nunnery brings the ball up, goes behind his back, looks at Cranwitter on the ring, gets it to him. He's picked up by Youngins. Cross-court pass to Dale. Pump fakes a 3, kicks it to Schwartz in the post, spins around, kicks it to Jason Cranwitter in the corner. The 3, no good. Jordan Dale tries to come down with it and knock it out, but Josh Jordan just too strong, and Jordan Dale trying to pick up another steal is going to get called for a reach, and Jordan will go to the line for a 1-1. Both teams in the bonus from here on out. That's Dale's first foul of the game. Jordan in this one has been a monster. He has 11 points. He averages 11.6. His season high is 15. He's gotten a lot of rebounds, a lot of steals, and a lot of key defensive plays. He's been a nightmare for the Indian defense and offensive life. His first one of the 1-1 is good, and now the lead for Salina South is back up to double digits, 52-42. His second shot is in. 53-42 with 3:19 remaining. Kiefer looks to pick up the tempo, brings it across the court. He's picked up by Schreiber. Hands it off to Cranwitter on the wing. Gets a screen from Dalen Schwartz. Looks at a 3, kicks out to Kiefer, who drives in, kicks it to Schwartz. And Schwartz loses it for a second, finds Nunnery at the top of the key, drives in, gets hit by Schreiber. Not enough contact for a foul, but it's going to count. 44-53. Nunnery again, another score for him. He's been a leader for this team in scoring all season. And the ball goes out of bounds, and it's going to be last off Carson Kiefer. So the Indians looking to set up their defense. 2:55 remaining. Indians down by 9. And we're going to get a timeout by Salina South's coach, Jason Hooper. We'll join you back after the timeout here on Tribe Broadcasting. Your Indians down by 9 with 3 to go. Back here in the fourth quarter, 2:55 to go. Indians down 53-44 against the out-of-conference Salina South Cougars. Devon Younghands looks in, and it's going to be off the shoe of Dalen Schwartz. We're going to get a kicked ball violation. The ball will stay with Salina South. Younghands will inbound the ball again. He's been the main inbounder for Salina South. Looks at A.J. Johnson, decides to go to Josh Jordan on the wing. Cranwitter moves out to pick up Jordan, and he's getting handsy. We'll see if the refs look to call those reach-ins. They called a few on Carson Kiefer and Jordan Dale, and they're going to get Kiefer for another one right here. Both teams in the bonus. That's team foul number 9 on the Indians. And it's 2:45 remaining. Third foul on Kiefer. It's Schreiber to the line. Schreiber in this one has 10 points. He averages 11.6. And his first shot is no good. And TJ Nunnery brings it up. Dylan Reuter sets a screen, gets it to Kiefer, over to Schwartz on the block, backs down to A.J. Johnson, spins, lays it up with the right hand, off the corner of the glass, and in. Indians within 7 with 2:30 to go. Cranwitter picks up the full court pressure and goes and meets Schreiber, and they're going to get him for a foul on the big man. Schreiber, the 6'3 junior, back to the free throw line. Team foul number 10 for the Indians, and that puts Salina South in the double bonus. Second foul on the 5'8 junior, Jason Cranwitter. Cranwitter hustles like no other player in the WAC. Indians 3-0 in the WAC. This game won't contribute to that standing, as the first one from Schreiber goes in 54-46 in favor of the Cougars. And the second one is good, 55-46. We got a substitution. Jordan Dale is going to check in for Dylan Reuter. Dalen Schwartz moves across the court to go inbound it to Nunnery, as Nunnery gets the play call from Hutchins. Nunnery brings it up. He's picked up by Josh Jordan. Dribbles right, gets it to Kiefer on the wing, looks at Dale in the corner, hands it off to him. Dale picked up by Schreiber, drives in, tries to get it to Dale, but good hands from Schreiber. He's able to knock it away into the hands of Josh Jordan, who is then fouled by TJ Nunnery. He goes to the line for 2 shots. Second personal foul on TJ Nunnery. Indians starting to fall apart here, need to be smarter and more in control on offense, as they're down by 9 with 2:13 to go. Neither team reached the bonus in the first half, and both teams were in the bonus at the start of the fourth quarter. This one is no good from Jordan. His second one is good. It's a 10-point lead for the Salina South Cougars. Jason Cranwitter brings the ball up. He's joined by Nunnery, Kiefer, and Schwartz and Dale on the court. Nunnery takes it to him, takes it to the basket himself. He's blocked by A.J. Johnson. Gets it to Josh Jordan, brings it up, and he's met by Kiefer, and Dale skates the double team, finds Schreiber, finds Youngins on the wing, and they're going to get a personal foul on either Schreiber or Nunnery, depending on which team the call goes to on the ref. Not sure who this one is on. The ref's still talking about it. They're going to call it on Dalen Schwartz, who was off ball at that foul. As his fourth one, he's one away from going out of the game. So Schreiber to the line after pushing TJ Nunnery to the ground. And the refs are going to tell him to go back to the rebounding spot, and Younghans goes to the free throw line to take the shots.
At the free throw line for the Cougars.
The crowd yelling at the refs for calling that on Schwartz. Schwartz talking to him, trying to figure out why it was on him. And Schreiber just walks away, shaking his head at the ref. 1:51 remaining, Indians down by 10. First shot by Youngins is good, 57-46 in favor of the Cougars. For Youngins, that is point number 15 for the leading scorer on the Cougars. His second free throw is good, 58-46 with 1:51 remaining in this one. Kiefer gets the ball from Nunnery. He'll bring it across the court, left to right for the Indians. Drives past Schreiber, finds Cranowither in the corner, gets a pump fake, another one. Two nice pump fakes, and the three from him is no good. A.J. Johnson comes down with it. Ball is tipped by Dale, but it somehow lands in Youngins' hands, who's been a magnet to the rock tonight. Younghans dribbles out of pressure, finds Schreiber at half court, and the Indians picking up pressure as they know they're down to the last 90 seconds of the game. Hanner drives in, lays off the glass with his left hand, and it's a 14-point lead for the Cougars. Nunnery gets it quick, brings it up the court, drives in, spin jumper is no good. Can't get his own rebound as it comes down to Schreiber, and Josh Jordan gets the ball, and he'll bring it up the court, guarded by Karsten Kiefer. And the Indians just seem to have lost their heart right there. Down to their 60 seconds, you just saw a lot of guys slump their shoulders, heart not in it anymore. Younghans dribbles out of pressure, has two guys chasing him, finds Schreiber at the top of the key, and Hanner is going to lay it up with his left hand, and it's in. It's a 16-point lead with 50 seconds to go. We're going to get a timeout from head coach Alex Hutchins for the Indians. 48 seconds remaining. Indians down by 16. We'll join you back here for the remainder of the game here on Tribe Broadcasting. .48 seconds remaining here in the fourth quarter as the Indians have possession, down by 16 against the Salina South Cougars. They were in Salina last Friday against the Mustangs. They lost 54-33. Kiefer brings it up. He's picked up by Josh Jordan at the half-court line. Dale shoots a three, and it's good. He has 15, doubling his career high of 7 points. 5 for 5 for the sophomore beyond the arc. Josh Jordan has the ball, gets it to A.J. Johnson, who's met by Dylan Reuter. Juggins gets it on the fast break, and Hanner lays it off the glass. 6 straight points for Hanner down on the post. 25 seconds left, Indians down by 15 as Kiefer drives, finds Reuter. It's tipped by Johnson out of bounds. It will remain with the Indians on their side of the basket. Reuter will inbound it to Cranowither. Cranowither tries to set up a play, finds Kiefer, who drives in, lays up a floater, nothing but net. A pretty shot, but too little too late as the Indians are down by 13 with 10 seconds left. Josh Jordan has the ball picked up by Jordan Dale, and they're going to catch the sophomore for the foul. And that is his second foul of the game. 6.7 seconds left in this game. Indians down by 13, 2 shots for Josh Jordan. Fans starting to leave as they see the end. So with this one, Salina South's going to improve to 10-3 overall, snapping a losing streak. Indians now have a 3-game losing streak, falling to 8-5. They're still undefeated in WAC and still hold first place. Josh Jordan's second one goes in 65-51 here. 5 seconds left as Kiefer moves it up the court, steps back, has to fall to his feet after getting hit by Josh Jordan. Jordan helps him up in good sportsmanship, and the Indians fall to Salina South 65-51. A bad day for the Indians, losing 2 games both in the guys and the girls. We'll leave you here from Hayes High. The final score is 65 Salina South, Hayes High 51. Thank you for tuning in to Tribe Broadcasting.